In today's episode, we're fixing up the F250 to get it back on the road again. So guys, I just got done installing the new heater hoses for the heater car we just installed, and I'm going to give you a quick little tip for arranging your hoses in a nice manner. And it's real simple. All you need is a few zip ties and then you should be good to go. So what you want to do is you're going to grab two hoses, then one zip tie. You're going to take one zip tie around right here and make sure where it connects, or like the junction is, take that on the bottom so you don't see that. So you make a loose fit first of all, then you basically take another zip tie and run it through. So then you want to tighten this one just so it like touches the other zip tie, and then you can go tighten up the other one, and then you can also take this one of course and turn it underneath to the underside. So thundering down the highway in your old American muscle car isn't really fun if you're not able to see anything. So that's why we're replacing these old windshield wipers. The easy way is just to break them apart when they're this brittle. There we go. So today guys, we also got new parts for the Ford. So we got a little box here of service parts for the Ford. One thing is the power steering belt. As you guys saw in the last video, we did change up the pump, but we didn't change up the belt, so we got that in today. You also saw we got the wrong cylinder bearing or carrier bearing for the drive shaft. We got the correct one here, 35. Don't know what that ring is for, but whatever. 35 millimeters, the correct one. And then last but not least, we got 8 new spark plugs. Honestly, gotta say, I really like the way that the Ford pumps are mounted. There we go, off with the old belt. Now, remember to save the old belt, because maybe you're gonna use it one day. Put it in the glove box, in the bed, I don't know, somewhere. You know, if you should to snap the new one for some reason on the highway. Could be quite nice to have the one in extra. There we go, and it's all tight. So, next thing I'm gonna do is spark plugs. So I'm just gonna throw in a quick time lapse there and see if I can get to them all. The one's over there, all the way in the left corner by the heater box. It's gonna be quite tricky, but we'll give it a try and see how it goes. So there we go guys, we got all the spark plugs changed. Now the only one that was a little bit tricky was the one all the way over by the heater box. But it was actually okay, because they actually made like an indent in the heater box so you can get a ratchet up there. So clever on you, Henry Ford, or whoever designed the thing. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna get the drive shaft mounted up to that carrier bearing thing right there. As you all saw in the last video, we saved the old bearing, very important, because we're gonna use the old bearing as a tool. So as you can see right here, we have the inner bearing, and we're basically just going to use that as the dolly or the thingy to hammer on. Now I just want to show one spark plug real quick that was actually bad. You can see the porcelain part right here is cracked. So that's not real great. The spark can fly out of there and then, you know, spark on the header or bam! So let's get this thing up in the vise, and the new shaft fits and the new bearing fits. Oh my god, my boys, look at that. Spinny Boy 3000. The hammer. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to tighten up the steering box. I didn't actually get to do it in the other video you saw, so just gonna try that before we take it for a test drive. We got transmission filled in all, of course. So I don't know if you guys can see that in the light, but we have a little bit of metal shavings and stuff in the pan. Not too much, but it could be better, I guess. So yeah, new filter, new fluid. Hopefully that's enough. And then we're also gonna put a magnet on the oil pan. Great trick. I'll also do that on the fiber. The pan cleaned up pretty. So now we're just gonna grind the underside a little bit and give it some nice beautiful paint, you know. There we go. We just got all the worst of the rust removed from the oil pan, and then we're gonna give it a nice coat of black paint.
Soon as you drive it off a lot, it's in decline. Borrowed time, borrowed time. Give me some of your time.
So there we go, guys. We got the pan nice and painted right here. Nice gloss black. So we're gonna throw it back on with a new oil pan gasket, and then we should be good to go. Then we just need oil and try to start the thing up.
Cut your losses, others say double down. Maybe you got someone to hold you, but can you hold them in kind? You can't compromise. Borrowed time. Borrowed time. Borrowed time.
Fluid and everything is on, and we are pretty much ready for a test drive now. So of course we're going to test the heat and if the engine runs better with the new spark plugs, as one of them were fouled or whatever. So maybe it only has 7 cylinders, I don't know. And then we're going to check the transmission, if that works, of course, shifts nice and everything. And then we're going to check the steering again. I made a little bit more toe out thing now. I'm just going to see if it made a difference. So let's get this old girl out. Okay, so good news. I just took the car for a ride, and alignment is still all fucked up. Transmission though is better. It seems like it shifts a little more firmer or whatever now, and the heater definitely worked. It's really hot in here, really hot. Now idle and the way the car drives, I don't know. It feels like it drives a little bit different after the new plugs or whatever, but I don't know. I'm gonna go for another drive now. I just changed the alignment once again. I just took it for a little drive and I forgot to record, so let's try again. Honestly, it drives so great. It's like steering and everything is really dope. It doesn't get hot, the heater works, everything. It's so nice. Okay, so whatever I did to the alignment now is definitely better. We're going the right direction now. We're giving it a more toe in than before. Whoa, that was a big truck! Dang, dude. Okay, so what we're gonna try now is tighten up the steering house, and then we also gonna adjust a little bit more toe in, I think. Let's try that. So the truck drives much better now. I gave it 2 rotations of toe in now. So I think we're pretty much at like 0 toe right now, because I started off going like, I don't know, I would guess 1 degree of toe out. So I think what I'm gonna do now is actually toe it in a little bit. It seems like, I don't know, I guess the steering is made for toe in setting. Or at least it seems like, because now the thing self-steers, it tracks nice down the road and stuff, and you know, everything works and drives great now. Something fell off, and y'all remember that? Yeah, I don't know why it's at, but I'm just gonna check the driveway and see if my lock is there. Okay, so you won't believe it. It's right out here in front of the garage. It's literally laying right here in the ground. I mean, how lucky can you be? But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate all the support the videos have started to get lately, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to post out some more stuff. Also, we got to work a little bit on the fiber today, and hopefully next upload, I hope, I don't know, I don't really know with all this coronavirus stuff, because I worked to take the diff to some other guy that I know to get it welded at his work, because he have a more powerful welder than ours. That's closed down now for at least 2 weeks, you know, and blah blah blah, so far so forth. But we're also gonna order some more parts for the Firebird, so maybe we get to work on it maybe next week or something. I don't know. Let's hope. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and you know, support Hansen Racing if you like him or whatever.